today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Prescott on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 64 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Brian Anger now. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 20 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In motion left, Hardman. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers completes it to Davis. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Rodgers able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Johnson now returning. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Pollard will take it up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Motion man left is Lazard. There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And again, it's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle, Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. New York set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A second down throw for Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Daniel Jones throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll jet east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at the Link. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jacoby Brissett has thrown a touchdown pass.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
Prescott now from the 50.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
To the air again, Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Jets. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Hall on a give up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Lazard gets the 1st down, and I still have to refer to my notes to remember that he was actually undrafted out of Iowa State. Put up career highs as the Packers' #1 receiver last season. The Jets hope that's production he can provide in a new shade of green.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run with Hall. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3rd down and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead is Hall.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's Abanikanda.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
2nd down and 8. Hall again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Rodgers now to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2nd down, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Dak on the option left.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.